Hey everyone's JackelWolf back in Rustic Waters with another 5 minutes. That's how I did it. Now, if you've been following along, you know that we are working our way through the quest book. Last episode, we did the A Little Bit of Love quest, which was to set up a water strainer, sluice, and furnace combination using our rats. And here we go. Here is what we did. We've got rats taking gravel and sand and dirt out of the chest, which is being fed from our strainers down below, putting them into auto users, which pushes them into the sluice. We've also got rats taking water out in a bucket, putting it into another auto user, which feeds it into the sluice, and then a second rat that takes that empty bucket and puts it back in the auto filler that fills it back up. And then once everything is sluiced, we get the little resources drop at the end, and they get sucked into a chest. Then we got a rat that'll take them, put them up into the chest, which feeds it down into the furnace. So it is quite a little bit of a process, but it works really, really well. This episode, we've got a couple of things that we have to kind of take care of. One of which is this: take them with you. The problem is we need a bunch of silver, and I don't have quite enough left in my world. So that is, currently being processed right now. We'll get to that one shortly. What I do want to do is kind of work on the temperature regulation quests. So there are 5 quests over here that are all dealing with temperature regulation, at least as far as heating yourself up. And that's going to be your main problem when you're out in the ocean to begin with, is that it's really, really cold out there, and you're going to have to keep maintaining your body heat if you want to kind of stay alive out there. So that is, very, very key. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the keeping warm. The ocean is a dark, frigid, and dangerous place. Expectedly, these cold waters will require you to actively work to maintain your body temperature. This will become easier later when you can make machines that will regulate the climate in your base, but you will always want to be prepared when you venture out into the depths. Your UI will give you hints to the status of your temperature. Keep a close eye on the cold or hot symbols. So that's that little, white circle there down just above my experience bar. It says there's the 4, and then there's a little white dot. If I go out into the water here, it will start going down. You'll see a little bit of an arrow any second now. There you go. So there was that little arrow indicating that my temperature was going down. So that is something you got to be aware of. If it goes down too much, you'll start getting hypothermia, and you'll slowly, basically start taking damage. So something you definitely want to avoid when you're out and about in the water. So the very, very first quest is the keeping warm quest. To do that, we need to build ourselves a campfire. This is very, very simple. In a trader's workshop, we need 3 cobblestone and 4 logs. That gets us our campfire. I've got liquid in here. It is not necessary. It's just something I had in this trader's workshop already. And there you go. There is our campfire. There is our first quest of the day. Let's go open up the quest book. As a reward, we get a flint and steel and a Booley's Brew. We've actually had a previous Booley's Brew. I like it because of the night vision, which is really, really good when I'm, out there recording. The flint and steel, we've actually already got one, I believe, from a previous quest, but gives us a second one here anyways. We're going to go claim that. And we're going to move on to the shard copy. Now, the shard copy quest is to create ourselves a Magma Shard. You'll be able to craft undergarments to regulate your temperature. This may not always be enough, though. Goopaks, hot-cold resistant potions, and hot-cold drinks can be consumed to combat more drastic changes in temperature. Magma Shards are a primary ingredient in heat-conductive items. These can be obtained by tossing a block of charcoal into the fire on the ground. So here's the thing now. We've just created ourselves a campfire. It would seem very, very logical that this campfire is the fire that they're talking about. So we've just lit it on fire, and we need those charcoal blocks. Now, charcoal blocks, very, very simple. Just 9 charcoal in a workbench will get you a block of charcoal. I've made 2 blocks of charcoal here. Each block of charcoal will make you 2 shards. The quest that we're working on, we need 4 shards. So that's why I did that. We're going to go take those 2 blocks of charcoal, throw it in the fire, and nothing is going to happen because this is not the fire that they're talking about. It's a little misleading. It was my first assumption as well. But if you remember back a couple of episodes, we made ourselves some tempered glass by throwing compressed sand into some, just a little bit of fire right there. And it's the exact same. It's the fire burning or in-world crafting or something like that. There you go. We got those shards. Turn that off. Shard copy. We've got the 4 shards. That is our quest. And another rocket squid. So we're left with 3 choices for rewards. We can get 2 survivalist strainers, a potion of water breathing, and 1 artisan's knife, diamond knife. The diamond knife is really, really nice. That is some really, really good durability, and we have not had a chance to get any diamonds in our world at this point. I'm actually going to pick the strainers, though, because I do know my strainers are out. And they're going to be the most useful there. There's a lot of rockets going on. Okay, we'll claim those ones. Ultimately, it's going to be up to you which one you think is the best. It's going to be the best for your world. So that is the first 2 quests. We've now got 3 quests left when it comes to the heat increasing quests. Let's start with this, a taste of what's to come, which is to craft ourselves a magma block. Soul Sand and Magma Blocks have the ability to suck and expel water in a column above them. This is very standard vanilla water elevator stuff. The Soul Sand will push players upwards and the Magma Block will pull players down. Use these to traverse the ocean floor or surface quickly. So to make ourselves a Magma Block, it is a Magma Shard and a single compressed gravel. Single compressed gravel is very easy. It is just 9 gravel in a workbench. It gets us a single compressed gravel. Actually, we'll throw that one back up there. We'll put the Magma Shard in. There you go. There's our Magma Block. So that is perfect. There is our quest. Our reward is 2 soul sand. So they're kind of pairing those 2 together, so we can make an elevator. If you're not familiar with 1.14 and above Minecraft, if we go and place the Magma Block, and then right next to it, we'll go and place a soul sand. You can see there's a, bubble column that's going up, one's going down. That's the direction that you're going to get pulled or pushed. So we'll go here and it just pushes us up. We can't even go down in there. It just keeps pushing us up. We'll go over there and it pulls us down. Oh, and you take a little bit of damage because of the Magma Block. But basically this is how water elevators work, and it's basically setting it up so you could probably build one yourself. I'm not going to worry about that right now. If you do break the Magma Block with a pickaxe, come on, you only get the shard back, which is, not a big deal. I mean, compressed sand is, compressed gravel is pretty easy to get. So not the end of the world. But let's open that up. We've already got that reward. Next up is the hot in here. That is to craft a super hot drink. It's actually 2 of them. Super hot drinks can provide a burst of heat to quickly bring your temperature up in emergency situations. You will later be able to craft tempered versions that have multiple uses. This is what we were talking about before. If your temperature ever falls or raises to extreme levels, you will experience hypothermia or hyperthermia, slowly draining your health. Hot and cold resistant potions can stave off these effects for a short time. So super hot drinks. If you click on this one, it's a little bit harder to see. Doesn't really show you the proper recipe to make the bottle. Filled temper flask. Use a tempered flask on water. So just in the JEI, we go tempered and we pick the empty one. And here we go. There's 2 recipes that we can use. One is just 5 tempered glass in a crafting table with a slab of wood. The other one is 3 tempered glass and a flask. Now, the flask is really easy to make. It's just a glass bottle in a smelter. So we'll do that one right here. I've got a glass bottle ready to go. That's going to turn itself into a flask. And there we go. There is our flask. Now, regardless of which way you go, you are going to need some tempered glass. So to make tempered glass, we need the single compressed sand again. I'm only going to require 8 total. I'm going to be left with 1 extra, but that's the way we got to do it. But 9 sand in a workbench gets you a single compressed sand. And then similar to how we did the charcoal, we're going to go take those, toss them into the fire. And there we go. There is our compressed. Well, I guess I don't have an extra one anymore. So be careful what you got in your hand when you try to put out fires. That's rule number 1. So the one way of doing this was the 5 tempered glass in a workbench with the oak wood slab, or with any wood slab, gets us a tempered flask. The other way was to take a bottle. Oh, I already grabbed it in my hand. In a crafting table with 3 tempered glass blocks. There you go. There is our second tempered flask. Just like, water buckets, we go fill these up with water, and then we go run them through a furnace as well. So we'll go throw that one in there, and we can't stack them, so we got to wait for the one to be done before we can throw the other one in. There's one. And there's two. So there are our two super hot drinks. That is really good. There is our quest. Potion of cold resistance. We'll go claim that. That'd be nice. That's something handy in the future for when we go out traveling. Last quest for the day is going to be the Goo You Have the Time, which is to craft ourselves 2 Goopak Heat. Goopaks provide short sustained period of additional body heat. Shift click them and leave them on your hotbar. After a few minutes, the Goopak will cool off and lose its heat. They can be recycled by combining them with a Magma Shard in the crafting grid. So to make a Goopak, it is simply a woven cotton and a Magma Shard, or the used Goopak and the Magma Shard will both get you a Goopak Heat. So to make the wool shards, we've done this one before. It is simply 4 string in a tailor's workshop, gets us the woven cotton. I think they called it wool something else there a second ago, but it is the woven cotton. And then we're gonna go back over to a crafting table, a workbench, and then we'll throw those in. There you go. There are 2 Goo Heat packs. Goo You Have the Time. There you go, and we'll open that up. Claim a reward with some basic drawers, which will come in handy when we, maybe get a drawer controller and we can start, sorting out these items in here. Let's take a quick little peek. Okay, I've got enough silver now. We can actually go on and do the next little bit of quest, which is perfect timing. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. That was heat regulation in Rustic Waters. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please think about leaving a like and a subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at JackelWolf. Also, check out the description below. There will be a link to my Discord page. I would love it if you guys stop by to say hi. As well, there'll be a link to my Patreon page. If you enjoy this channel, if you enjoy this content, you want to support, stop by, check it out. There are a lot of great perks out there for all of my supporters, one of which is the Patreon-only Minecraft server. If playing with me on a server sounds like a lot of fun, stop by, check it out. Tier 2 and above Patreons get access to the server. And as well, I've also been streaming on Twitch. I always forget to mention it, so I've been doing my best to throw that out there. JackelWolf77. I stream Tuesday nights, Friday nights, Saturday nights, about 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. I primarily do Minecraft, but every now and again I'll do something different. But if, hanging out, chatting with me, on a Twitch stream sounds like fun, stop by, check it out. It would be really, really fun. And that is going to be it. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.